He immediately dropped to his knees and begged for mercy, admitting that he was wrong. In the end, this little episode came to nothing thanks to Wang Lin's generous and forgiving nature. Afterward, Wang Lin used the immortal jade he had on him, together with several drops of immortal wine, and entered closed-door cultivation for several years. He successfully broke through to the grand completion of Ascendant. By then, only 2 months remained before the Thunder Immortal realm opened. To successfully enter, there were 2 conditions. The first condition was that a guardian beast stood before the gate of the Thunder Immortal realm. Anyone who wanted to pass had to bring out a large number of ascension fruits and feed the beast until it was satisfied. Only then would it allow them to enter. Although Wang Lin had used up all of his ascension fruits earlier when subduing the moon-gazing beast, Kang Huizi had once given him some ascension fruit seeds. During his dozen or so years on Qingling planet, Wang Lin had already cultivated quite a few of them. However, he did not end up needing them later. Because his thunder body was almost no different from a thunder spirit, Wang Lin entered with ease without even needing a ticket. The second condition was the same as entering the Rain Immortal realm. One needed a thunder cauldron. This item was uniformly distributed by the Thunder Immortal Temple to the major families. Naturally, Wang Lin was not on that list. But what is the great tradition of the soul-refining sect? Of course it is to receive help from a friend. And the friend Wang Lin chose was a family in the southern domain of Luotian, guarded by only one cultivator, who had just advanced to the early stage of the Yin Void realm. Naturally, with Wang Lin's current strength, taking the Thunder Cauldron from this man was not difficult at all. After all, the other party was merely an early-stage Yin Void realm cultivator who had only just broken through. In front of Wang Lin, someone like that simply did not have the qualifications to resist. The so-called family backing him. The so-called prestige he possessed in the southern domain of Luotian, all of. It became meaningless the moment Wang Lin set his eyes on the Thunder Cauldron. For Wang Lin, this was not some grand battle. It was merely taking what he needed before the gates of the Thunder Immortal realm opened. But what truly caught Wang Lin's attention was not the Thunder Cauldron itself. It was the mysterious divine ability hidden on this man. This divine ability was extremely special. It was similar to opening a heavenly eye, allowing the user to see through certain hidden truths and detect things that ordinary cultivators could never perceive. More importantly, within this technique, Wang Lin sensed traces of Tao thought connected to the third step, and that was what made it truly valuable. At this point, Wang Lin had already glimpsed the direction of the third step. He understood very clearly that anything containing even a trace of that higher realm's Tao thought could become a priceless opportunity. It might not increase his cultivation immediately, but it could broaden his vision, deepen his comprehension, and even save his life at a crucial moment. So, naturally, Wang Lin would not let it slip away. However, instead of simply killing the man and forcefully taking everything, Wang Lin chose a more interesting method. He tricked him. He deceived him. He led the man step by step into believing that he was getting a fair exchange. And what did Wang Lin offer in return? The 3 annihilation fingers and the celestial slaughter art. On the surface, these sounded like incredibly powerful techniques. To an ordinary cultivator, they were more than enough to stir the heart and shake the soul. After all, anything connected to Wang Lin's methods could hardly be considered weak. But the problem was that these techniques were flawed. They were incomplete. They had hidden dangers. They looked tempting, but in truth, they were far from perfect. In other words, Wang Lin used 4 flawed techniques to exchange for a divine ability containing traces of third step Tao thought. This was exactly Wang Lin's style. He did not just rely on brute strength. He knew when to fight, when to scheme, when to retreat, and when to squeeze the greatest benefit out of a situation. And this time, he clearly made a huge profit, because after Wang Lin entered the Thunder Immortal realm, and before he truly grew powerful enough to step into the third step, this divine ability would prove its worth again and again, at several critical moments when danger came without warning and death was only a breath away. This technique helped Wang Lin see through hidden threats and escape disaster. So, while the Thunder Cauldron was the key that allowed Wang Lin to enter the Thunder Immortal realm, this divine ability became one of the hidden trump cards that helped him survive inside it. Looking back, episode 147 is clearly a transitional episode, but it is far from boring. On one side we have Shu Liguo, whose strength had improved just enough for his old rebellious bones to start itching again. The moment he gained a little confidence, he immediately forgot who his real master was and tried to turn the tables on Wang Lin. Unfortunately for him, Wang Lin's cause and effect Tao intent nearly swallowed his demonic qi whole, scaring him so badly that he dropped to his knees and begged for mercy. On the other side, we have Wang Lin calmly preparing for the opening of the Thunder Immortal realm. He refined his treasures, improved his cultivation, gathered the necessary conditions to enter, seized the Thunder Cauldron, and even obtained a divine ability tied to the mysteries of the third step. Everything in this episode is laying the foundation for what comes next. Shu Liguo's rebellion adds humor and tension. The seizure of the Thunder Cauldron shows Wang Lin's decisiveness. And the mysterious heavenly eye-like divine ability hints at the dangers and opportunities waiting inside the Thunder Immortal realm. In short, episode 147 is the calm before the storm. Because from this point onward, Wang Lin will finally step into the Thunder Immortal realm and begin a new treasure hunting journey filled with danger, fortune slaughter, and heaven-defying opportunities.